Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the wall. The chair is against the wall. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the line, this is your song.
And welcome everybody to our daily gun show. Come be live every weeknight at midnight Eastern, and we talk about guns for like an hour. So I don't know. I sent out some links tonight. We'll see if anybody jumps in and joins us. Otherwise, I got a couple of things. I always have these ideas like, oh, I'm going to do that during the day, the DGS, and then I forget when I'm actually running the damn thing. So I've been waiting here for a minute for Bob to show up because he said he was going to jump in tonight and see if he's out there. But I was watching something on YouTube that's pretty cool. It's about the various plastic model kit companies from back in the day. And fiddling with my phone. All right, so it's like Seven Wonders is out there. We're running it on the Duck again, even though the Duck, what the hell? Why isn't it clicking? Oh, there. That's weird. Okay, now it's working. So we're on the Duck, even though the Duck sucks. Duck sucks butt. Guntube.org is a better option for live streaming. Just lazy, so I use the Duck, even though it sucks butt. And well, I was going to ask what y'all might want to do, but I think I'll just get into it. I've been editing video today, so I'm going to quit editing video because I'm sick of that already. How did this song get in here? This song is already driving me nuts. I think I'm going to delete it right now. What the hell is it called? Omen. What the hell fucking song is this? Oh man, that's the name of it. Well, it's getting deleted. You would think it would shut off when you delete it. Oh, well, anyway, so now I'm going to go over here to downloads. I know I've downloaded a couple of new ones recently. So I'll grab those and I'll cut them. And I'll go back to drops, paste them in here, highlight all of these, and we'll play again. So nowadays in the background of the Daily Gun Show, we listen to copyright not required, or wait, attribution not required, royalty-free music that comes from YouTube. There's only 2 people watching, so it's just you and me, I think. So this is your own private show. It's creepy, but whatever. So got a bunch of stuff playing in the background here now. And like I say, I sent out a couple of links. I am going to quit editing video. Oh, I want to draw a robot. I'm not going to draw a robot. We'll go into this gun shop one. Maybe draw another gun shop. Why is this so hard to open? That's really, really weird. I guess it's because I got it open full screen. I did something and I see that's my size, not the size of. Can I do a control wiggle in here? That would be nice. Shift wiggle, any kind of wiggle. List it this way. That's a lot easier. I couldn't find the file extension, so all I found was a bunch of things that I couldn't tell if they were JPEGs or what. So this is probably the file I'm trying to open. And that means we can start screen sharing. Better than that countdown thing. That music from before? Maybe. This music isn't so bad. This sounds sort of like Shaft mixed with a game show. It's like the Shaft game show music. All right, so that was the Cody Firearms Museum, who I just posted a video about today. I can turn those 2 off. So let's see. I think I was just going through here in order. I don't think I need to do that necessarily. So we got Tombstone Tactical, got Guns for Less. Got Copper Star. This is where the Red Dawn gun is. We got Bucky O'Neill. That's a cool shop. Well, I should put these items in here probably. Got Trail Boss. I guess I could just leave them all up on the screen. I already did the Glock store. We got the gun store. That's that shop in Vegas. That's cool. I should probably do that. Got the Range 702. I'll do that one last. I'm not even going to give that as an option because I don't really care about doing that one. New Frontier. Holy moly, could that be a smaller one? Let's just not even worry about that one. Machine Gun Vegas. That'll take like 2 minutes, so I'll leave that in there. We got Battlefield Vegas. That could be neat. Murphy's. Fuck Murphy's. Got Firing Pin. That one would be kind of cool. American Shooters. Yeah. Fell asleep in front of American Shooters. Shooters Depot. Moss Pawn. Shooters World in Phoenix. What's this one? Oh, that's SHOT Show 2009. That's SHOT Show in Florida. This is just a plain old gun show back from 2009. Well, these are all the tiny pictures down here already. What the hell, is that all I have? Terminator Gun Show? Yeah, I guess so. And I think I fell asleep or passed out or something when I was putting in BMC because I didn't even have any pictures in there. So it's just Erstwhile and 7. So you guys get to pick which gun shop we do. This kind of sounds like Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown skateboarding somewhere. We got this one is down in Bisbee. We got this one, Shot Me and Bob 1-2 in Prescott. Got the gun store. That's a really cool one in Vegas. Shooters Depot. Moss Pond. Firing Pin. Machine Gun Vegas. Copper Star. That's more Battlefield Vegas. Then you gotta zoom in a lot more. SHOT Show Florida. Gun Show. They're all my favorites. I already put my favorites into this list, so I'm going to do all of them anyway. So just which one's first. You had the top comment on a Fox News video today, 7. Interesting. Sometimes it's not so much that he had the top comment, and I'm not trying to shit on that, but it's just sometimes if you know somebody, they're going to show their comments first. Does that make sense? They're going to try to give you a reason to go back there and look at shit, so they're going to try to put everybody together who knows each other. And sometimes you don't even have to really know each other. You just have to have been, in the same chat, let's say, or commenting on other things previously. I don't think they're always in chronological order, in other words, because they'll say right on there, most viewed or most commented. And if they say best for you, that's when I think they start using AI. Let's see. The one I've been to is Machine Gun Vegas. Oh, you've been to Machine Gun Vegas with all the chicks? Let's do that one then. That'll only take a minute anyway. So let's see, that would have been 2014. So I can, basically close everything, go just to Machine Gun Vegas. Copy, paste, another one of them right next to it, even though I don't really need it. Fade one of them out pretty good. Lock that. Add 2 more layers. Highlight the name of the layer. Copy. Paste. And then type in color. So that'll be the color layer. Paste. And then lines. And now anything weird happens. I've got all these layers named. It only takes a second. So now I'm on the layer that says lines. And I go over here and tell the fill would be nothing. The lines on the outside, I call that stroke to be black. And then for these kind of things, I just go to the line tool. Zoom in. The line tool is basically straight lines. This building will be super easy. So I figure just do the building pretty much like this, then do some sand and some trees, and that'll be a neat little image. Don't touch the pad. Never touch the pad. I've never paid attention. That sign's a bunch of metal. I assumed it was plastic. You know, like it lit up. I guess it just gets those lights that shine on it. Kind of industrial-ish, I guess. I wonder what the story of this place is. Does a chick own it? I interviewed BB here one time, but it was just sort of, hey, you don't know who the hell I am, but I got a YouTube channel. Do you want to talk about your place of business? Type of interview. It's like a whole thing. You could probably just take some of these kind of fonts and tweak them and then sell them. Like people buy fonts. I like doing this kind of liney stuff. I should probably just use that same G again, huh? Do this time at the bottom. So I'm just kind of watching over here out of my other eye, the other screen here, waiting for Bob to show up if he's going to show up. But if not, we can chat about whatever. Trying to get a couple of these cartoons done for, trying to do these videos in batches. And I've got sort of everything set up for the gun shop tour videos. So I'm going to get a couple more of these cartoons done. And I can just use this, what do you call it, video for the fast forward part. I thought this would take just a minute, but I guess it does take a little bit longer. Let's see. So, what do we got? What about that? Oh, the comment on the Fox News video. I get it. Let's see. Something about Bernie. There's keep looking. If you haven't seen the one with good audio, there's one that's done when you're talking about that auto worker thing. There's one that is from like next to the guy. Because the first one I saw was like from behind somebody's head, and you couldn't hear shit because of all the stuff that was going on in the factory. You literally couldn't hear nothing. You heard something was going on, and then you'd have been dependent somebody like closed captioning it, but no one did on the video I seen. So then later, Maj, I think, posted one that you can actually hear because it's a lot closer and it's right there. And the problem is that one I seen was on Instagram, so it cuts off. It would be neat to see that on YouTube, like see the full video there. But you can tell he was like trying to be like aggressive or something, like trying to be like, I don't know, like not wimpy. He's like, oh, I don't hate guns because I'm wimpy. I'm tough. I just hate guns because I care so much and I'm tough enough to care or whatever. Like he was trying to stand up or some shit. That was more affront to the little old ladies, I think, who think gun owners need to be yelled at once in a while or something. I think he did say something to him like, "You want to take it outside, or I would take you outside." He said something like that. That's the part that I didn't catch on the clear one. I only seen that thing, whatever he alluded to there. But whatever. It's just going to be ignored by everybody on their side. And uh, it's a difference of like basically, what's the word? Jargon. I mean, whatever. He said, the guy told him, the auto worker guy says to Biden, "You said you're going to take all our guns." And Biden goes, "No, I didn't," because he said he was going to take assault rifles. So it's right away. Like they're talking about two different things. They're both right. So the guy should have said, the auto worker guy should have been clearer and said, "You said when you said you're going to take away assault rifles, you know you're taking away guns from regular people," and make him address the issue and not let Biden be crazy or dubious, which I don't think he was. Like I think he just lucked out and was unaware or whatever. Like, but he was able to parry, and he's going to be able to say he was right. Biden is going to be able to say that Biden was right, and he is, because he didn't say he's going to take all guns. He said he's going to take assault rifles. And like literally the thing that the guy, the speech or whatever, the thing that the guy alluded to was Biden just saying he's going to take assault rifles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to get at. You could tell he was trying to be like upset or whatever, though. No, I heard that part too. And that's the thing. Beto says he's going to come for your AR-15s. He's going to come for your assault rifles. They think that's a big ass difference. They think that that's only well, they don't. Who cares what they think? They're resting on some assumption that AR-15s are only owned by unscrupulous people, paranoid people, people with problems. Here, hashtag people with problems by AR-15s, right? We all know people with problems by 9mm. That's why they're wrong. Now, there's 9mm AR-15s, and that's where the things get fuzzy. And that's one of the problems with 9mm. Now it's given Joe Biden, technically he's accurate. I'm not paranoid, but I'm going to institute a new policy for the Daily Gun Show, and we're all going to have to wear masks, at least during the show. I'm going to ask that everyone washes their hands before the show, and if anyone coughs or anything, I'm going to ask you to go wash your hands again. If anybody's sick, quarantine yourself. Views are ultimately the most important thing. Subscriber numbers, crucially important, but you also need to live. So you can still listen live and come up and everything, but you can't be around the rest of us. If you got the light beer virus. Yeah, the AR-14s, and that's where I was asking Night Strike earlier if Palmetto State was going to start selling an AR-14, because they should. I'd rather see stuff making fun of the AR-14 than making fun of like some real gun that exists. Like the AR-14 should be the gun of the big wig booze. He's less dangerous than Bernie? I don't know. Do you think Bernie's going to go after guns ever? I think Bernie's going to be fine with guns. Bernie's going to be worried about taking everybody's money. I don't care about their guns. Hank is saying he's got a link. Hank's got a link. I think is saying that some waiting on someone to ask Biden if the ruler of the free country should be an invalid with dementia and wait for the comedy content to start flowing. Yeah, I don't know. I watched that whole Hillary thing, 4 hours of that Hillary thing, and it was really no insight as to, I mean, she doesn't like what's his face. What the hell? Bernie Sanders at all. She hates that guy. So, and I don't think she cares one way or the other about Biden, right? But it really didn't give any insight. So I don't know what's going on with. They haven't said anything about who they're running with or anything, but I can't imagine why they. I guess because they just hate Sanders so much, they would go with that guy. That's actually very difficult. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I guess it's so small it doesn't really matter. Dang, I could almost leave it like that, and then it would almost look right already. I keep wanting to grab the other mouse to go to this screen. What's wrong with my brain? Southern Illinois, we're at least a year behind on all the fads. I'm good for a while. What fad? Well, now he doesn't even want to join chats when he's over. I just wonder how much further left they're going to go in 2024. Well, we got to get through 2020 first. It's weird. These look like two different pictures to me. I don't know. Maybe it's something about the shape of that building. It's like when two magazines are next to each other, they start looking wiggy. This one looks like it's all at a steep angle, and this one don't. And I just copied and pasted. It's the same picture. So anyway, I was watching this really neat show about model kits. And they're like, well, at least in the United States, because there's been different countries with them, obviously. But in the United States, about kind of the story of the big companies and what their angles were at the industry, and then what happened to them, and basically they all kind of either went out of business and bought each other or merged or whatever. Anyway, 45-minute video on that. It's really neat. Must have been a really big thing for like, I think it's our parents, my parents' age. So those are probably the people that are going to care about all that, research it or whatever, do a 45-minute video. It's pretty decent for a YouTube video on plastic model kits. All right, so there's a bunch of lights for it now. Now the trick is how to do these lines, or if I should even do the lines. That's sort of the whole point of says place. It said it's a bunch of bricks. I wonder if I should do a pattern. There are patterns. Keep waiting Angelina, but she doesn't show up to these shows. She could teach me stuff like that. She knows how to use this software pretty damn good. Biden's advisors have limited him to 7-minute speeches. Risk of mess ups, yeah. But I think that's probably also to limit the attention spans. Attention spans are falling lower and lower all the damn time. Wonder if I should do it this way, if there's a better way to do this. I definitely don't think, well, I guess it can't matter. If I'm doing it this way, it can't go. I was thinking I was going to get tied up at the back end here, but I guess it can't if I stay on the lines. It'll look cooler if I do it this way, though. I was watching that thing of the Cody one, and it looks neat when you do something like this and fast forward. As long as you do it all at one time, then it'll it looks like a bunch of bricks getting laid down or something. Now we're going to travel to the Orient. So make some tea. On a robe. If you want, you can chew on a piece of bamboo. Oh, snap, these go right in underneath of these windows. That's cool. Sounds like they're hitting a piece of grate or something, like a screen door. So I guess we'll start laying odds. Think Bob's going to show up tonight? Or anybody. There's like 6 invites out there, I think. Only this took for longer forever. I knew it would take a while, but oh, what am I thinking? I should have gone right through these dang windows. This definitely sounds like Fleetwood Mac. I thought a Fleetwood Mac song was started. Yeah, I was thinking I should just go straight through. Open this up now. Can we get a few thumbs? Oh, I thought that was a poop. And I'm like, agree, poop. Can we get a few poops? I was like, what's going on here? I didn't have my glasses on. How are we doing on thumbs? We got 11 people. How many vagrants just sitting here watching with no thumb? I'm not looking from that side. these songs are good for is when you're just listening to these songs, like I'll accidentally leave this thing playing after the show's over or something. And then you can just make up your own lyrics, sing them to your dog. She likes it. Here we go. And then I'll just put the windows on top of there. All right. So that's a hell of a lot of those. Now I still got to make a hell of a lot of these and then make a hell of a lot of those. There's even more of those. Maybe I won't even put those in. Maybe I'll do that some other way. Oh, I think I can totally do that a different way. Let's see. I keep trying to reach my other mouse. I'm going to put my other mouse over here. And then I won't keep reaching for it. Don't dislike Pence, but Jim Jordan and Keenan Soares. And I don't know who that is. I don't know who any of these people are. So we got 9 people watching. Let's see how many votes we get. Oh, where's Smiles leaving? Thanks for the robot parts. I almost thought I was going to be able to work on them this week, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to. If I could do it in the middle of the night like this, I'd be out there drilling. But I still have to first dig my way back into the robot and then get everything working again and then figure out some software because I don't even remember where I was on all my projects. So basically probably get myself reoriented with the software at this point. That means starting just projects from zero, and then once I get orientated, then putting the new bits in there. But at some point, I'll jump in on that. So thanks for the bits again. I think that video went live today, right? So he might have jumped out. He might have jumped out, but he sent me a bunch of little robot blades, little robot fingernails to whittle out stuff out of, I guess anything really, but wood on the robot out there. So let's see, after this tonight, I'll be working on, I got to work on money again. I was able to pay off pretty much every bill this month. So I thank everyone who's been buying stuff from the store and stuff. I'm still a month behind on mortgage, so I haven't paid off everything to keep to where I can breathe, but definitely paid off all the other bills, and that's amazing. So that wasn't a given, but still going to be selling a bunch of shit, so I still got to have that mode going. But at least there's hopefully an end to a tunnel here at some point, I gotta assume. Anyway, whenever that's done, then I plan to get out there and spend at least a day screwing with that effing robot, see if I can't get a little bit further along with how that thing works. Wow, this thing took a lot longer than 5 minutes. I guess if I wouldn't have put these bricks in there, though, it wouldn't have taken anywhere near this long. I would have probably been done already. So all I would have to do is color it in gray, color it in red, and been done. All right, so now I think I will add some of these just because I can. I don't think I'll worry about those. All right, now go around the edges here and just up that stroke a bit. Actually, I could probably make this 2 layers already. That's what I'll do. So I'll go over here and I'll add another layer. How do we do this? I'll just grab all of this, minus this, and minus this, and then subtract it. Lock that layer, go to this layer, paste that stuff. I could probably just group both separate on me. Oops. Then try to get it again. Get it up here. What the hell? Off? Off by a lot. Here? Here. Somewhere here. Like this-ish. All right, so now I can leave that layer in between. I think I might also drop that layer to like that color. And then try to figure out how to do these up or down. Is there a way to do these things a lot faster? At first I was thinking, oh, I'll just copy and paste those, but I really can't because they diminish as they go down, right? I guess I don't have to do the whole building. That could be a style, just do a portion of it. They're both intelligent, well-spoken, pro 2A folks. Just search their names and you'll see what I'm talking about. Seriously good folks. Okay, who are they again? Candace Owens and Jim Jordan. Were they like, I don't know, are they politicians? I haven't heard their names before. Gotta go Moat? Mount? Moat. And we got 30, no, we have 8 people in here. 38 minutes in, that's what I'm looking at. Let's see what was that. Can't imagine anybody shows up to this show thinking they're going to get some sort of scripted entertainment or whatever, but of course it's a conversation. So dig in. I don't think Bob's going to show up 38 minutes in at this point. It's possible he doesn't know what time it's on, but he didn't change time zones, right? Do they do time zones in Canada? Yeah, their zones are like ours. Oh, okay, time zones. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of them, so I don't know. I'm thinking, I've been doing the 2A um, activists for a while now, and that's because nobody else is ever going to do 2A activists, I assume, right? But whenever I figure I'm close to finishing that project or that portion of it, I've got other um, angles and other branches of that tree or whatever. And politicians ain't the top of it by any means. I've hit a few politicians so far, that I guess are 2A activists. There's a guy that Dingle or Dangle or something like that, who is, as far as I know, just a politician. He's never done anything else worth anything. Not that politicians worth anything, but he's the guy that got the NRA to start the ILA by poking him and saying, because he's a Democrat. I think he's the guy. Well, I know it was a Democrat pre 68 who came over to the NRA and said, hey, you better wake up because they're about to ban all firearms. And as much grief as everybody wants to give the NRA, they're doing that without looking at the whole picture, I suspect, because by waking them up, I don't know who you talk to, that saved handguns more than once, or at least in that second time. So anyway, there's some politicians that I've hit that when I'm doing research or listening to something or reading something where I discover it and I'm like, oh snap, I better put that guy in there because I've never heard of that guy before. I never heard of her before. But I figure there's got to be a lot more. Like say, if I'm just discovering them like that randomly, that means there's probably a lot more that can be discovered randomly, or not randomly, but being discovered. I actually paid attention. All right, so now I got to get some color in here. So I'm going to take the lines layer, unlock it, and grab all. I have this fucking mic right in front of my face. If I move it up here, you can hear me okay? Because I'm sick of having it right in my face. I was filming a video earlier and I just put it right in front of my face for that because I don't need to see nothing. Now it drives the shit out of me. Drives the shit out of me. Drives me fucking nuts with it. This music is driving the shit out of me. I don't know why I didn't know that this sounds like somebody broke something. It's giving me a effing headache. It's literally giving me a headache. It's a headache machine. Tell you what, Sidar, whatever fuck song that is, fuck off. Delete. Good. Now we'll go back to listening without that headache creation song. Did I download these songs? What the hell is this? Actually, I think I did, because this sounds like something that like a real estate channel would use. Oops. I'm gonna do a lot more real estate videos soon. This kind of song right here, if you can hear it, I don't know if you can hear it, but this kind of song right here is the kind of stuff you want behind a frozen pizza review. This makes you want to buy a frozen pizza. You think to yourself, frozen pizza would be pretty good right now with a song like this playing. Shit. Look at that, I didn't even pull the whole thing over. It's supposed to be this one. This one I can do. This one will just happen. It's supposed to. See? This one I have to go get. Oh, I never drew it in there. That's why it's not there. So I can just be on that layer. I can click on a line somewhere. That'll give me the tool I want, or at least the setup I want. And now I can go in and create a little piece that I never created before. And then whenever this happens, I blame this on somebody else. It's not my fault. This is Angelina's fault. Alright, so now I can grab this. Paste. see there. Let's just zoom these right there. This here. Right, so it works. Nobody's even saying anything more. 8 viewers, 46 minutes. I'm under no legal obligation at all to keep this chat going. There's somebody out there, I'm ending this. I've been fucking around with this fucking thing for 45 minutes. I thought this shop would take me like 10 minutes, the longest. The absolute longest. It's a freaking black rectangle with freaking 7 letters on it. And I haven't even gotten to the trees. And the trees were going to be the whole fun part of this whole thing. This better be the end of this thing. Tell you what, I don't like this shop as much as I thought it did as far as drawing it goes. So now I click on this. Suction cup. That color? Yeah, that's a good color. And then, what the fuck I did with them lines? Is that this? Yeah. Does that work? What did I do with the... Oh, I know what I did. What did I do with the letters? So now I somehow have to take these letters, where they are, and just move them somehow. And... right, and then I have to cut them. I have to then put them here in another whole other layer, and then here. This is it. That didn't work at all. What the hell? And then put that layer on top of that layer to get them to be on top of the grid, but still under the text, under those lines. So I guess that worked. Top of that layer, under that layer. And then turn this off. Wow, look at that. That should have taken like 5 minutes. There's nothing to that. It took like 45 minutes right there. Vegas machine. What are we talking about? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we'll definitely be doing some videos to help more folks to know them. Sadly, I have to liquidate the plant nursery. So I don't know if we'll be doing videos till 21. What's all that about? I don't know what that's all about. Didn't catch the beginning of the chat. Where is that range? Yeah, this is a range in Vegas. This is where Machine Gun Beatty does her thing. So this is Machine Gun Vegas, and it's an indoor range with machine gun rentals only. It's not like some of the others that you could bring your guns in, for example, and just shoot. This is just for their guns, and it's just for like rentals, recreational kind of shooting. And their claim to fame is it's kind of fancy for sure. It's not inexpensive, but it's not super expensive. And all the range safety officers are like good-looking girls. So they have, you can tell it's just a big rectangle. This portion that the sign is on is the range. So this is where this would be downrange. You're shooting. This is the backstop. This is south in Vegas. The downtown strip and everything is behind us in this view. So to the right of us is north. And on the north side here, these 3 windows are inside of the, what you'd call like the private VIP range. So there's a separate range on this side of the building that's for the VIPs. And they have their own little area. They have their own entrance. So they can come up where that truck is, get dropped off, go into their own entrance, do their thing privately, and then get picked up by a limo and leave. And nobody else ever has to know they were there. But if you're just a regular person like you people that would be listening to this, you people would come in on this side over here, on the south side, and come in and park on the west side of the building and go in the normals. We call you people the normals. You'd go in the normals entrance, and then it's a pretty neat place. You'd get a bunch of guns on the walls, TVs and stuff. It's all fancy and shiny and chrome, real skinny jeans type of stuff. And then a bunch of hot girls come out and tell you all about guns and take you in the back, and you shoot machine guns with them. And you pick out what you want. It's like being in a whorehouse. You pick out a bunch of guns out of a lineup, and then these hot chicks take you in back, and you have your way with these machine guns. And then when you're all done, they kick you out the side door. It's pretty neat. All right, so that's the main store, but now I need to. I guess I'm going to say I'm done now. I still got a couple of things I got to do there. I'm going to go in here, make these things into lights, because right now they're nothing. Gallery layer, I am. Oh, so that was pink cascanet. And then, didn't MGV say some anti-gun stuff in the past? I don't think so. Still waiting to see the chicks in the gun shop. I think Las Vegas. It's in Las Vegas for sure. You ever been to any Portillo's in Arizona? No, I've never heard of that. Portillo's. Nah, I never go to these kind of places. This kind of shit right here is why I quit eating meat. I hate these kind of sandwiches right here. This is the worst thing I could ever imagine eating right here. I hate this kind of shit. They made me eat this kind of shit when I was a little kid. I hate it. I hate it. It's the worst kind of stuff. Stuff where it comes out of a big soupy bowl of crap and you soup it out of there. This stuff here, I grew up where all that stuff comes from, and I don't like that stuff either. This thing here, I come from where some of that stuff comes from. That's like not this one. This is sloppy and gross, but like I can understand eating a regular sausage or a sausage from the olden countries where they used to know how to use spices and make things taste, but none of this stuff. So I would never go here. I would go there and eat their French fries maybe, but no, I've never been here. Oh, let's see. It used to be a big V. Pretty much like the big rectangle. These. I don't know what that means. Italian beef joint from Chicago. Yeah, no, I hate Italian beef. Is Battlefield Vegas the same place? No. Battlefield Vegas is the one with all the tanks and much more geared towards little kids and maybe definitely video gamers, but I'm assuming all video gamers are little kids, but that's definitely the video game one. Like they're all, well, it's made for like 14-year-old kids, boys, and they have mostly dudes working there, and they all have like really tight t-shirts on, and they make them probably, well, they're probably all like very recent out of the military. So they're all basically like dudes that look like they're in the military still. And then they wear like these like really tight uniforms. So it's more for not dudes, let's put it that way. But they have tanks and you can run over stuff. I don't know, I haven't been there forever. But they may have said something. Perhaps, I don't know. I don't know that they're necessarily anti or anything. Let's see. Now what the hell? Oh, because I grouped them. No. Because I'm on this one and I wouldn't click that that one when I need to unclick this one. See? And then highlight all of these. And now just the ones you highlight are affected. And now when I go to eraser, as long as I can see that eraser, I can kind of do that. And all I have to worry about is the ones that I've highlighted. So all those ones that I just touched there don't matter. Go down, try to go as close as I can to that line. Done. So you see it just cut all that. And now we'll go down. Same thing here. Come back up. Boom. I probably could have dropped the DPIs on my mouse to make this a lot easier too. Although sometimes just doing a straight line is pretty easy with high DPIs and just doing it. It's like walking with ice, or walking with water in an ice tray. Just can't look at it. There. And then I think just to fucking do it, I'm gonna highlight all these. And I'm gonna take that same effing eraser. I'm just gonna do this. So it's gonna fucking tell me I can't. Then hopefully that'll smooth. I don't know if it did or not. I think I'm gonna try doing it here too. See how that looks. Yeah, I think that looks a little less muddy, a little less cloudy, a little less stormy. Gotta put at least a couple of trees in here. I might just wing these really quick though. Alright. It might have been them that said something like that. I wouldn't, but they have a lot of, what do you call them? They have a lot of employees, so they're the ones that come connected to Black Rifle Coffee. They could be. Stock up on some Froners and Geno's Eats next time you're around Get Guns. Yeah, I used to get, what happened to my whiteboard? I used to get, seriously, what the fuck happened to my whiteboard? It was like somebody got up and leaned on it. Did I lean on it? Was I reaching over there? I used to get some of them sent to me. I don't know if it was Geno's. I think it was Malnati's, but same, I think. But yeah, I don't have an oven though. I guess that's my point. And those things are not thin, so I don't know if you've ever cooked a frozen one. I've done it, but you need an oven, and I don't have an oven. And I think they might sell little tiny ones, but I'm not a girl, so that doesn't help me. I'd just rather go back and eat them real. There's a couple of places you can eat real pizzas that are not in Chicago. There's one in Phoenix like that if I really have to. There's actually one, there used to be one by the U of A if I really needed to. We got 7 people in here. Alright, so now I'm going to shut down the color. Oh no, I need to be in color though. So I need to leave the color on, but then shut off this color. Yeah, I can walk it too, that's fine. And then go back. Oh wait, actually, I need to be in line still. Nope, I'll be in a whole nother one on top of it called trees. I'll call that lines, because I'll make trees color too. Alright, now I can just draw these trees for real instead of further out. Or should I? I don't want it to have 2 themes, so I'll just do it this way and see what happens. I'm fucking clicking right there, so what's wrong with you? Come on, now I'm hitting the thing again. That's why. Like, why is this thing acting so weird? I keep hitting the palm thing or the touchpad with my palm. Oh, this is a door. Snap. I didn't even see that door there. Didn't you get 4 to 6 people jumping in like low 20s? Yeah. So I'm still paying people to show up here, though. Once the paychecks stop, they quit showing up. Once you ain't got no sugar, they ain't interested in no spending no time. Dead end show like this one. What the hell? Did that 3 times backwards. How'd that happen? There you go. So I don't know how the hell to put these ones on. I guess I'm gonna do them like this. See how that works. Hard to see what the fuck is going on here. I guess I could zoom in. I don't know why I'm fighting it. I don't like the way these are gonna look. I look at palm trees like every fucking day, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to bake a palm tree. It's gonna look weird to me no matter what I do. Yeah, I do not like those trees, but I'm not going to keep burning around with this, taking forever. All right, so now we're going to make a thing called tree color because we got to put color behind the trees now. At least I'll have the shitty trees to use somewhere else for something else that isn't shitty. Ruin that. So put that to 0. Put this to tree bark color, which is the same as skin color. I gotta get this hair out of my eye, so taking a break. Am I even drinking coffee? I'm getting a headache from all this creepy robot dream music. Why did I start this show with no coffee? Because I thought Bob was going to be here. I thought I'd be able to walk around leisurely doing my thing while Bob was ranting and raving about whatever. Putting all my hats back on because it's fucking cold here. Ugh. All right, I'm back to making trees colored. Let's put some happy trees in here. All right, am I good to go? I'm good to go. Boom. Some fucking tree. I guess it is. It's hard to see on these lines. Holy. There we go. Burp. So in 2014, I went up to Vegas because somebody had a timeshare that they let me borrow. So I went up there, I think in December. So it was like right before SHOT Show of 15, really. And I went around and I toured pretty much every, at the time, all except one of the, well, all but one of the ones that had like a permanent location, all of the like machine gun rental places. There was a couple at the time and still are that don't have a location. They just exist. People book stuff with them, through travel agents. I don't know where they come from. And then instead of having like an actual range or anything, they just go rent time on one of the actual ranges. So they're kind of like services more than anything. And I didn't go visit them because there was no one to visit. And they didn't contact them or anything. So I was just going around and looking at stores or whatever. So anyway, yeah, so this was from that tour. And then while I was up there, kind of, I don't know, just randomly, ironically, coincidentally, or fate, Jaeger had just posted a video by talking about Machine Gun BB, or having an interview with Machine Gun BB. I was like just sitting there minding my business one day in the timeshare, and I watched this interview and I'm like, oh snap. So I knew James and everything, so I was just like, oh snap, I'm gonna go over there. And I figured instead of even bothering him, I forget, it might have been like, I don't remember anymore, it was like at night or something. I went over there, and the next time I was out because I had no schedule or anything. I was just out doing my thing. But I kind of figured, well, I'm just gonna go by there and find out, if BB works there full time or what. I didn't really know. And it turns out she is was at least affiliated with them, but she was sort of like what I was describing. She would take people out for machine gun shoots, but through her own kind of system or through her own service, sort of. But she would also take people there, and I guess she kind of worked there. She was definitely their spokesperson or whatever. So, but she was definitely not a full-time staff. So I was like, oh crap. But then they're like, she's here sometimes, but not on any kind of schedule or whatever. And then as they're telling me, like, well, there's really no way to know when she's going to be back here again, she like walked in the door. So oh, snap. And they're like, here you go. And she was super nice, and I never met her before. I was just like, I told her what I just sold you, basically. Like, hey, I just saw this thing. I know James. You want to do an interview? She's like, oh yeah, let's do it. So she took me around, toured the place, told me all kinds of neat stuff about, you know, what it's like to be a machine gun rental place. And that was in 2014. So this was like the boom of the machine gun rental places. So that's pretty neat. Anyway, so we got Big Sandy coming up, and I wasn't really planning to go to Big Sandy because I don't have any money. But then it's also frustrating because it's only Big Sandy. It's like 5 hours down the road. My problem is whenever I go 5 hours down the road, I'm like, why don't I go another couple of hours and be in Vegas again? So I'm trying to, I guess what's the word, like, entertaining the idea of like how I could get to do some sort of a Vegas, Big Sandy drive or whatever that would be called. I guess I call it a tour, but you know, drive up, sleep in the van type of thing, but maybe check out a couple of shops or something, do something up there to justify the time. Otherwise, I probably won't go to Sandy again. Too cheap to go 5 hours and not go a couple more hours and go back to Vegas. Oh, that does not look like a palm tree. That looks shitty as hell. It looks like some sort of weird spade or something. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the hell kind of alien planet. These are going to be, I think, more distracting than they are going to be useful. What the hell is that noise? Oh, I guess my whiteboard is clacking around. That's weird. Is that what that is? You hear that clicking? What is that clicking? What the fuck is clicking? Is that part of this song? If it's part of this song. Oh, the fucking song. That's out of that damn song. I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes trying to figure out what the hell is clicking on my table. Who the fuck wrote this song? Make the missing link. Let's get rid of that real quick. The missing link. Delete. How many times have I listened to that song and been like going, huh, what's making that noise? And started looking around until that song is over and then figured I found the thing that was making the noise. That's the kind of shit the communists do to you. Make a halfway decent song and then be like in the middle of it. You know, some fucking weird noise so people think that their blinkers on or something. That's worse than when they have like sirens or something in a song or like car horn honking in a song and you're driving. What the hell is this honking at me? That song just made an ass of me. talking about there? If your 99-cent horse store has hand sanitizer, buy them out and sell it on eBay for $25 a bottle. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I'm positive my 99-cent store won't have hand sanitizer. It just closed though, 10:30. It just closed. I could have gone over there if we would have thought about it a little bit earlier. It's weird as hell having this show open or start at 9, because yeah, when it's midnight on the East Coast, it's only 9 o'clock out here. That's so weird to me. Right now, I gotta go shut off this water. Oh no, should I keep going? I'm ruining this thing by drawing this like potted plant on stilts or whatever the hell I'm drawing here. And I'm not going to make any more tonight. I got to get back to it. I've got a project I've been procrastinating on here that I needed to make a video earlier, and I did that. I've been asking people who've seen that video, let me know if it's worth spending half a day on something like that. I could probably do it a lot quicker if I just did a slideshow. And somebody even commented on Patreon, like, oh, don't bother with the animations or whatever. Well, that's the problem. I'm drawing the cartoons anyway. But it's definitely easier to just do a slideshow and talk over it. I can do that for free. I mean, I can do that quick. I tried to put in transitions and fuck around with it and make it fancy or whatever and add music and shit. So just screwing around and collecting a bunch of stuff and whatever takes some time. And I'm not good at it yet, so it takes, some amount of clumsiness. This particular one screwed with me because I had a transition, I think, that was... I tried to do too much. I transformed the cartoon into a picture into a cartoon or whatever I want to say, like too quickly, or it took too long, and that created too much computer processing, and then it turned into a half an hour render, and that was freaking me out because normally this thing can render in moments, not minutes. So, that actually took longer to figure out than anything. But then, you learn something and you never make that mistake again, hopefully. But I did figure out how to tell my software to intentionally use my video card instead of just the processor. And then additionally, like when it's using the video card and the processor, how to do that. There's like different modes of that, I guess. So that was kind of neat. But anyway, that took some time. And like I say, if I wouldn't have tried to be fancy, I wouldn't have needed to dig in to learn anything else, and then it wouldn't have ended up taking half a day to do a 7-minute video. If I spend half a day doing 7-minute videos long enough, then I can do fancier videos in 7 minutes, but whatever. I'm not here to learn how to cut wood. I just need to get the house heated, right? So looking for feedback on that for sure. I'm going to make the videos one way or the other. It's just a matter of, like I say, feedback on which way should waste my time on. I think I definitely need to go in and make this little area a different color so it doesn't just look like a weird leaf. Right, and same thing over here. Oh, that's what I was going to do too, is go in and pick a couple of these and make them a different color. Oh, not that color. Not that color. So if you want them to be similar but not completely screwed, just tweak them a bit. So I'll just pick some random ones here that are in the back. And make them all that same color. So there's just some randomness to it, I hope. Maybe take a couple of these front ones and make them a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. There. Yeah, good. I was just freaking out because I was so close to them. That don't look too bad from far away. At least they're not going to be that horrible. So with that, I am going to finish this one because I'm sick of drawing it already. See what it looks like. So I didn't do any of the parking lot though, dang it. Was I gonna? I was gonna. But I think I'm not gonna now. Kind of should though. Dang it. The other ones all have parking lots and stuff. So I gotta think about how they're gonna be compared to those. Dang it. Color. I can go right behind this, so go down somewhere, I guess, like this. Make this more of a shit brown color. Even shittier. And make this thing super dark. See how that looks without the thing. Close enough for government work. We're closing it. So export as 2014 MG. Oh, just in time for going to a Chinese restaurant. What's everybody ordering? I'll order, and then we're gonna shut this down and we'll eat. You go into a Chinese restaurant, it's half an hour before they close. What do you order? What do you order? Did I not put a color on this? I should put a white background behind it. Oh, nice. I never colored the background. It's just a giant grid. So let's put the color back in. Look at that. That looks a lot better. Alright, so now we'll go to export as, and it'll be this one that looks like nothing. Yeah, that's a lot better. And then we'll go back when it's done. And export as a JPEG. And click on it. The one that looks like nothing. And export. Yes. All right, what do we got going on here? So, half an hour left. Chinese restaurant's about to close. What do you order? Anything with mushrooms. How about that? What band? Not band. What are we talking about here? Alright, all kinds of stuff's happening out here. Let's see what's going on. Some kind of chat wars happening out here. I don't see none of it over here. Alright, so yeah, you don't want to just order anything. So I can't imagine what I'd order at a Chinese restaurant right before they close. Probably one of them fried things, so they can just throw in the fryer. But if they close their fryer down, you never want to order nothing fried close to their closing time, because that either means they don't fill their fryer and they don't clean it, or you're asking them to turn back on a fryer, and they might not even do that. They might do something weird. Beef lo mein. I'm trying to remember what that is. See, that's my problem is I don't remember. Soup is probably a good idea. They can heat up soup and just spoon it out of a thing. You might be getting the last soup of the day. That might be a good thing. And interesting. Chow mein? I don't know. I mean, a lot of the stuff they make, they stir fry, and that. See, I don't know enough of the dishes, but I suppose something that they stir fry wouldn't be too bad. But if you're going to ask them for a lot of ingredients, you're really getting them. You know, they're going to be taking a lot of stuff that they prep for the night apart. That's going to miss them. If it's a busy restaurant, then it doesn't matter. You go to a restaurant that's busy every night until they close the door, then it doesn't matter because they're not prepping for close. But if you go to some place that's sleepy and they're about to close, or they never have anybody come in for the last hour, and you come in for the last couple of minutes, that's the last time you want to ever buy any. Just order off the menu normally. Noodles you choose with that. Yeah, I know I'm in the lo mein part, but I'm trying to remember how it was like. There was this one dish I used to eat when I was a kid. It was just the one kind of noodle. I don't know what kind of noodle it was. I think it was the kind where it's dry and you throw it into hot oil and it explodes into bigger noodles, but it's still kind of, it's not really spaghetti. It's not crunchy noodles either. It's sort of in the middle. And they would take a bunch of them noodles that are just plain white, and they look like ramen noodles, but they're way thinner. Anyway, they have like a big plate of this noodles that are dry and tasteless. They have like almost no flavor. They're just like having an empty noodle. And then they put beef on top. And it was like pieces, I don't know, like cut up off of a steak maybe. They were like probably some thin piece of steak chopped up, I guess, maybe twice the size of a silver dollar. Kind of sliced up and chopped up or whatever. And then it's some kind of gravy. But it had like 3 ingredients: the noodles, the meat, and whatever that gravy was. So that I would order something like that. I wouldn't, but even that kind of an item, 3-item order, something like that, you wouldn't do too bad. No deep fried stuff in no, nuts, veggies, airplanes. No, I'm saying those vegetable rolls though. You know, like the egg rolls or whatever. They're not making those. Those are pre-made. They just throw them in the oil. I'm thinking that might be the kind of thing you'd order, and they wouldn't care. Okay, yeah, you order this, half an hour to close, big deal. You're not dirtying up their kitchen. Anyway, that's my goal, is to not dirty up a kitchen and to not piss off the kitchen help, because they're going to either make it so that you don't want to ever come back that night or at night, or you're just going to piss them off. And why piss off some people who, if you ever want to go back to that restaurant, you want to make them happy, right? You want to make them happy. Give them tips. Make your food awesome. Chicken at close? Yeah, exactly. And I'd be scared, chicken at close, because I've just been to too many restaurants at closing time where people just cut so many corners. Like, I don't want to cut the corners of the chicken. Or whoever's eating. You might be fine with your chicken, but whoever you're with, if they're eating a salad or something else, and at night they're just being sloppy and there's some cross-contamination, you might Dutch out of there fine, no problem, because you got your stuff cooked. But whoever was suffering next to you, eating whatever, someone's roll or something, a bunch of wet chicken, blood on it. I'm sure that happens in Pennsylvania constantly. You order pancakes or something, and it's got a bunch of wet chicken blood on it. I live General Chow chicken and shrimp lo mein. That's why I don't order Chinese food. I don't remember any of this. I know what Joe eats at Chinese food restaurants. That's all I know about it. Not too many people I know go to them. I don't go to eat out that often now either. And I guess it counts. It depends on if you count sushi as Chinese food. I guess it's not. All right, well, that was an hour and a half of drawing one really easy rectangle with a bunch of lines. And it took forever. But it gave me a minute to get away from what I've been working on, videos, and go back, or give me a minute to get back before I go working on the next project here for the rest of the evening. So thanks to everybody who showed up, and looking forward to some feedback again on some of the questions I was asking earlier. For anybody that might be on the Patreon and wants to drop them over there. Well, I am still screen sharing. I was going to say, well, I'm not showing that cartoon anymore. I must not be screen sharing, but I guess I am. So with that, I will quit screen sharing and say be back to pick up later. Microwave, hold on. Microwave it on 127 power level and drink vodka. Dude, I don't even have a microwave. I don't know what you're talking about. Just ask them to fill to go trade with whatever they. Oh, there you go. Now that's probably the winning answer right there. Seriously, if you don't mind, whatever they might have back there, you're not really in the mood for something in particular. That's probably the best answer. Seriously, they're going to be able to give you whatever is convenient, and you might get a little bit of weird combo or a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's actually be kind of fun. Anybody ever gone to a donut place at the end of the night? We were young and fat and poor and greedy and looking for stuff to do. We would go out and find what time the different donut places would be over or done, throw out their donuts basically. And I'm trying to think, we had like 3 or 4 places, depending on, maybe not at the same time, but like we had 3 or 4 places that we could go harvest donuts from. And depending on the kid, if it was a kid doing it, or if it was, depending on the night or whatever, like I remember getting a ton of donuts. Going to Scouts, sometimes we'd have like tons of donuts for Scouts. That's one of our scams, is we would say, hey, we're bringing these to our Scout troop. So it's possible that a couple of those people said, oh, since we're going to be not throwing these away at the end of the night, but instead these kids are going to pick them up and take them to their Scout troop, they might have made extras or not been worried about making too many extras, let's say, so because they knew that we were going to put them to good use. But yeah, I remember getting a lot of donuts. But that's a great idea for the Chinese restaurant. The equivalent of it at a Chinese restaurant. How cool would that be to live next to a restaurant and ask them at the end of the night to just give you some kind of a rate on whatever they got left over? You'd never have to cook, and you'd always have like a crazy assortment of food to eat. All right, well, that's the end of the daily restaurant show.